Oh, yeah, nobody's in here yet because I did this on the fly. But I was just getting back home and I got a third curry, so I'm taking it. It's not far. It's snowing pretty hard, so we'll see. But you know, guys, I'll always know I'm fishing for that third one. That third one hasn't been exactly around, and it's not. Things aren't slow, especially in curry means. I mean, for this time of year, it's great. But yeah, it's not slow for curry. I mean, I know a lot of the other apps are slow, but there's a lot of offers coming in on curry. I will say this: they're not all my favorite offers, but this time of year, usually we see, I don't know, a few offers a day that are decent, but I see a lot of decents, some bad and some good. I did 2 good ones this morning. I'm on a decent one right now. I just figured, you know, I'm already out. It's snowing. You guys can see the snow up here. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Not near enough snow. Do you like snow in Oklahoma? I mean, I love snow. Okay, don't get me wrong. I live to ride and all that kind of stuff. Snowboard, get out in the mountains. I love it. Search and rescue, all this stuff. These are all passions of mine. But if you're in Oklahoma, why do you want snow? I don't even know. Like, to me anyway, if I'm in like Tennessee or Oklahoma, I don't think I'd want it. At that point, I'd be like, I don't need snow because there's nowhere to go snowboard. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, man. Would you say I'm alive? I hear you, man. I hear you. You guys smack that like if you're coming in. Help me out. Let's see. Yeah, when I stop, this is actually, if you guys are at all familiar with Curri deliveries, for those of you that are new, stick around. We'll chat a little bit when I get somewhere I can. Right now it's pretty. The roads are fine, but the snow is just blowing in different directions. We get crazy weather here in Colorado all the time, but it has been very nice here. You lived in, where was it? Where'd you live? Mancos? I'm not even sure if I know where that is. Where's Mancos? What's it near? Is it in the mountain? It must be in the mountains, I'm guessing, right? It's not a plain. But yeah, it's you know, I got wind blowing this way, this way, this way. I got bad drivers all around me. I can see 3 California plates. No offense, California. You know you're not good in the snow. I don't know. A lot of you guys pull over underneath the on the highway. Pull over underneath the overpasses, and I've never seen anything like it. You guys just stop till it stops snowing. It doesn't hurt you. It's just like water, guys. You can touch it and stuff. It's been a minute since I've done a Curri live, huh? But yeah, I was gonna do one this morning, and then I saw how much paint it was. And I was going out of the North Glen location, and when I got to the delivery location, and it was a really good paying one. This was my early one, but it was, but I had to walk across 4x6s because across mud, and that was like my way to get up. So, you know, it's pretty much the same anyways. But when you have to balance on the boards, because somebody had just laid cement for the driveway, and because of all this snow, the contractor was out there going, what the hell did they do this for? Why'd they do this today? And they were like really upset. So they had taped off the whole thing, which they would have had to do anyway, but I found it weird too when I pulled up, and I'm like, why the hell did somebody lay why did somebody lay down why did somebody pour the driveway today? It's what is it, 29 degrees, it's snowing. It doesn't seem like the right day to lay the driveway, but it was already starting to get those bubbles up, you know, from when it's too cold. It's the same as, I guess the same theory behind paint, you guys. I tell you this all the time, you know, don't leave paint outside. And if you're thinking, you know, it's a pre-built, it doesn't even have a heater in it, yeah, what difference is it? It's a big difference. Put it inside that garage, find a way in that house. Just get it inside the doorway and take your picture. Do not leave. I can't tell you. I mean, I don't even, a couple times I've even put it on the live when I fix somebody else's problem. But I'll tell you this, like, there's a lot of people who deliver, and hey, don't leave this outside. It's almost like a slap, like, moron, don't do this. And even when you drop it off and you're taking your picture, it's like, you didn't leave it outside, did you? And they're taking these pictures. And then I see them, and especially when you go to pre-builds, because there might be 3 pre-builds on a block that all had paint delivered, and I'll see it outside the garage. And I go up, and I go and take a peek, and I see the Curri slip under it, so it's a Curri delivery. That's not the service that we're supposed to give. So I've moved things in for people. I've moved like 500-600 pounds of paint just inside. I'm not like taking it too far, but I've gone into the house, opened the garage, you know, moved the paint in, and, you know, and I don't even, like, I'm not even getting somebody in trouble. I'm just doing their job for them. I mean, if anything, hopefully they're at least getting talked to by Curri, because those pictures will show they're outside. I'm not sure, unless there's a complaint, doing them any good, because maybe, I don't know, you guys tell me, am I doing them any good? Because if I move it in, then the customer probably doesn't complain, and if the customer doesn't complain, then Curri doesn't know, because those pictures do make sure that you've caught the scene a little bit. They've gotten a little better with a little technology about, like, hey, that's your hand for the picture, you know, like, you can tell, like, yeah, you took it, okay. And maybe it's even using the geolocation of where you're at to make sure you're at that right place when you're taking it. But I don't think they have AI like some things do, going through and making sure that they're the correct items. They just are making sure you've taken a picture, uploaded it, and unless they get a complaint, they're probably not pulling out that file. So I guess my question to you is, should I do that for people? When I see a job done poorly, should I fix that? Here's the thing. Don't say yes, you should, and you should call Curri, because I understand a lot of people do that. I'm not even judging anybody. I just wouldn't do that. I'm not going to call on another driver. If I saw another driver doing it, I would stand there and say, yo, move it inside now. And if he tried to say, no, dude, I know my job. I just did it. I'm leaving it here. I absolutely would take a picture, move it inside, contact Curri, and let them know that this jackass didn't do it. However, just in case he doesn't speak English or something, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt when I move it inside. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. North of Durango. Oh, okay, so north of Durango, so you're like, what is it? I'm drawing a blank. It's just over the pass from Telluride is that fishing town, that fly fishing town. And then you start getting up to like Montrose, and then you get to Grand Junction. So when you say just north of Durango, like by Purgatory, Purgatory's Chris will know, but other people might not. Purgatory is we're not talking about the one from the Bible. It's a ski resort, just north of Durango. I'm trying to understand where he is. Mesa Verde. Oh, okay, I see. I know where you were. So going north of Durango, going around to like the Utah side, and then just never making the turn in to go to Telluride Valley. Is that about right? Did I do that right? Or did I screw that up too? Man, this is slush, snow, no ice, and 29. I don't think I'll see ice, but could be patches of ice if enough drops. I think it's good to do the right thing, Billy. I do too, Billy. So, and Billy, I'm glad you're in here, Billy, because I really appreciate that. Just like I appreciate you, Chris. Anybody else in here that's working, just wanted to jam out some lettuce with me while I'm driving until I can read this at all, please smack that like. Give us a like here. Even if you're busy, even if you're working, even if you're about to switch channels, even if you're about to turn off YouTube, just smack that like before you get out of here. But stick around and we'll chat a little bit. I'm trying to deal with this craziness right now. Correction, west of Durango. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. West of Durango and kind of up, right? Because Durango is pretty, for those of you that don't know, Durango is an amazing town. I love that town. I've got some very good friends there. I love going to visit them. Part of it's that they have an amazing house on top of a mountain. They own a restaurant in town, so I love going there. But Durango is just beautiful country. I mean, you're right at the four corners. You're right. You could be in Arizona. You could be in New Mexico in 30 minutes. You could be in Arizona in about an hour. And you could be in Utah in about 30, 45 minutes from Durango. So it's, yeah. Billy was a mountain, dude. And you know what? Joe, I know more about that, and you do too. Billy was a mountain, and Ethel was a tree that lived upon his shoulder. And then Billy, I think Billy wanted to go on a trip, and Ethel screamed at him in a skirking voice or something. You know, like, I don't want to go, Billy. In case you think Joe and I have some private Michigan language, we don't. We're just talking about a Frank Zappa song. Joe's character Billy, which is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go check out Let's Play DoorDash. And I don't even know, Joe can post one in here if he wants. Post one of your Billy videos, because they're hysterical. They're funny. They're fun to watch. It's just such a different side of Joe. And Joe's already a character and a great guy, but I mean, it's funny. But us mixing Joe's Billy with Billy the Mountain. Yeah, Tony, I've been out doing curry this morning, man, and it doesn't, I think you'll relate to this. It doesn't look bad, but dude, everybody's driving like they just got here from LA last night. You know, when we get the California influx and we see a few tags, I'm seeing California tags everywhere, like more than ever right now. And they're all driving like 20 miles an hour, like double knuckling it, and morons. I'm not saying all in California are morons. In fact, if you stay there, you're fine. You're great. Please stay. We have a saying here in Colorado. We have a meme that says, what is it? Stop moving. Stop moving here. And it shows the welcome to Colorado sign. It says, we hate you. So it's not good in California, man. We just don't need more people here. You know, Wyoming has more deer than it does people. So move to Wyoming, bro. Actually, I'd be doing you a favor by saying that anyway, because Colorado's gotten so expensive. And I mean, no joke. I guess the people in California can move here and think, oh, okay, well, it's not as bad as California, and that's what a lot of the country prices. But you guys, we're not that far off. I mean, really, like, I have seen, Tony's been out here his whole life. I mean, he lived in Pueblo for a while, and now he lives here in Denver. But I've been out here since the late 90s, and it was quite different. It wasn't quite an Albuquerque or something, but it was quite different. It was, first of all, I mean, things were cheaper. It was not built out anywhere near like where it is now, you know. I mean, Tony's not that wrong, to be honest. I mean, it's hard to, I know that when you live in like New Jersey, you get the landscape and where you are in other states. So not a ton of people are fully familiar with Colorado. Most people seem to be familiar with their geography on the east and west coast. But here in Colorado, like in Denver, we're only like 70 miles to Lincoln, or not Lincoln, to Cheyenne, Wyoming, which, you know, is their biggest town. I think it's got like 5 people in it, or just kidding, it's got like 80,000 or something, but that's their biggest town. And then there's Laramie and stuff, but those only take about an hour 15 to get to from Denver. It's not like we're that far. And yes, if you think Tony and I are making just a little, yeah, we're making a joke, but to be honest, the cost of living in Cheyenne, Wyoming to Denver is, my guess is about a third. Correct me if I'm wrong. All in, house, car, bills, groceries, all of it, you're probably going to be at about 30-40% of what you pay to live in Denver. Now, I've been to Cheyenne. I'm not promoting to move there. I don't, and I mean, maybe for some people, but it's a little, there's not much to do there. Let me just say that. To me, it's weird because when we cross into Wyoming through the south, and there's Cheyenne and Laramie, and then there's Interstate 80 taking you to either Nebraska or into Utah, right at the bottom of the state. But to get to the best part of the state, you got to go all the way up to the northwest corner of Wyoming. So that's about an 8-hour drive for me, 7 hours. But I do that drive often because that's Jackson Hole, that's Grand Targhee, that's the Tetons and the Idaho, and the pass from Idaho to Wyoming, which I snowboard all the time. And it also has Yellowstone, and it's got Big Sky, Montana. You're really up in God's country up there, and it's pretty damn amazing. The snow up there is amazing. In the winter, you don't even need to like follow any kind of weather trends. You can just go, and there will be good snow. Well, yeah, sales tax, but Tony, they don't even have state tax. Wait, did I just say that right? I mean, yeah. But they don't. I mean, that's one of those like Nevada, Florida states that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I can't be reading this right now. I was trying to read that. I'm like, but I will be reading it, so just stick with us for a few minutes here. Guys, smack that like. I know that the YouTube reader's wrong. And for those of you that watched, first of all, if you didn't watch the live stream yesterday with Stephanie Vigil, House Representative, about Colorado legislation, and we talked about some other states, go back and watch that. It dropped on audio podcast this morning. The audio podcast sounds amazing. There is a StreamYard issue going on right now. I know a lot of people who use StreamYard might say, they might say that, well, there's always a StreamYard issue. Yeah, there's always some little hiccups here and there, but there's a big one right now, and it's actually YouTube related, which is most of this circle's primary output that they're using from StreamYard. In our niche, but it's, yesterday was really weird. And I know everybody had different connections too, but it was beyond weird. Like, I was saying something and the delay to Stephanie was like 8 seconds, and then she'd go, "I'm sorry, go ahead." So I did have a couple people comment, "Man, you guys were not that synced up on talking over each other." And I was like, we did, sometimes you got to do the best you can with what you got, and what we had yesterday was crap. I mean, it was very hard to work with, because we would have had to like say, okay, raise your hand if you want to talk. And again, not that that's even necessarily something we wouldn't do, but we didn't have that talk before we went on. I didn't know there were so many issues. But it's still, even on YouTube, go listen to it. But yeah, it's up on audio too. Rideshare Rodeo podcast. And I'm here. I'll probably get another one too because of the weather. And I'm kind of going down near Tony's neck of the woods. So I have not had a whitecap delivery in a while. If I remember, I just go around the back. Maybe. I'm gonna see. Oh. All right. There is no open bay, lady. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's load this up. Nobody's wanting to go out in the sun or in the snow today. Like, dude, can you back it right up to the bay? They never say that. I take it back, Tony. It dropped about 8 degrees since the last time I was out of the car here. These guys aren't even coming outside. So you guys, on Last Mile, there's some things I want to talk about. Part of them relate to what happened to Pedro too. And we got Pedro fixed and squared away. So actually, it was very odd. It was his second run, and what happened to him, I've heard about it a couple times, but I feel bad that it happened on his second run, because it put him in a position but it made me think that Wednesday I'm going to talk about this, because I'm just going to go through some things you should all know, even if they're rare, because there's a common answer to all of them. Pull over and contact Curri whenever in doubt. And we'll go through it a little bit though, but right now I'm taking the picture. Okay. So, continue. Yeah, Tony, I'm going to 12150 East Start. Well, East Dart, and I won't give you the last 5 letters on that Dart word. You know what it is. 12150. I don't know if you know. I'm guessing, Tony, I haven't talked to you, but I'm guessing we're not doing coffee in Colorado today at the LT coffee shop. See, now I was saying that Joe and I don't have code. Tony and I do have code. So yeah, guys, smack that like if you're in here, and if you're from Colorado and you're listening, just chime in. You know, we always want to know who the Colorado folks are too. We don't want to know who all of you are, but it's so random. Sometimes somebody will be in here and they're like, "I watch you all the time," but yeah, I'm in Colorado. Like I just recently had this happen. I had somebody contact me and they're like, "Dude, I'm in Colorado. I'm in Denver. I watch your videos all the time," and I was like, "Oh, sweet, nice, thank you." And they're like, "Yeah, we don't live too far from each other." I'm like, going, "Wait, what information have I given away on the damn lives? Because you shouldn't know where I live, bro." But I don't think he knew exactly where he lived. He just heard me talking about things like, you know, like oh, you know, I'm in this area or I'm in that area, and it's not like he knows where my house is, you know. But it was just kind of funny too, because he's like, "Dude, I live like miles from you." I was like, okay. I was like, "Why have you never chimed in before?" He's like, "I just don't usually get into the chat. I just have it going while I'm working." And you know, I forget that happens a lot. I forget a lot of people probably do that. So most people I know, you come in and say hi or something, they might not chat the whole time because they're working, but they at least drop a hi or something. The Carnifish, no. If you're talking about me, no. He actually does live here. Oddly, in our communications, because it was email, oddly in our communications, he told me his address. So I know exactly where he lives. And yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, Tony's saying it too. Like, look, I don't ever say, "Hey guys, this is my address here. Come on by anytime," or do weird stuff to me. Like, no. It's not like that. It's just, I mean, you all live in cities. If the city's big enough, you understand this. Where there's, you know, in Denver, there's Aurora, there's Wheat Ridge, there's Parker, there's Golden, there's Denver, there's Lakewood, there's Central Park, there's, you know, there's just so many different. There's Aurora. There's just so many different parts of Denver. So when you say that you're from a part of it, it's not that hard to go, "Oh, I know where you are." Like, that doesn't mean he knows where my house is, but like if I say I live in Park Hill, it's fairly big. There's that homeless guy named Larry. Yeah, but it's not that hard, and I think we all know this. I mean, it really isn't. You could, you know, if like Tony, if Tony said to me, "I live in Parker," I don't know at all where Tony lives, but I know where Parker is. "Oh, I know where you are at. Cool, yeah." And if I lived, you know, just outside of Parker, I'd be like, "Oh, I live right close to you, man." Or maybe I live in Parker. Parker's fairly big, and I say, "I live in Parker too." No addresses at that point on either party are being traded. So it's not like, it's not like, you know, addresses are coming out, but there's just, I mean, how do you not have a conversation with somebody? You know, again, we have YouTube channels, so I know I didn't spit out an address. I never have. When I'd stop to make this delivery, I'm about, it says 11 minutes away. I'll read some chat. I need some gas too. I didn't know it was so low. But right now the roads are so bad that I'm gonna have to focus on this. I don't know what happened either. I just said the roads weren't bad, and now they got bad. I literally cursed. I've been out this morning too. It's been fine. Now it's really starting to dump. But I don't know if you look, Tony. It said by 1 o'clock it said sunny. So, and I'm using my Avalanche backcountry map here in Denver, so I know it's working. You know, I mean, I know. gas here real quick. I won't be late, will I? I'm on Peoria right now. I'm not far from the big encampment. I don't know, unless they moved it recently. I heard they were going to move it, but... fuck me.
Charging cable disconnected. Recording will stop after 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's slippery now too, man. Yeah, I
Charging
think the
cable
storm will
connected.
pass by noon. I know, but I'm in it. Right, Tony, are you even out right now, or are you just home? Because I'm telling you, man, I've been out since it was dark, and it really wasn't that bad. I mean, am I right? I feel like when I first got out on the road this morning, there wasn't even any snow. None. It was a little, and it was only a little chillier than a normal early morning, but oh shit. But yeah, the ground's getting slippery. It's a little icy. It says it's dropped 1 degree on my car temperature, but we know how quick it fluctuates in Colorado. So I can tell you that it wasn't snowing when I started, and I can remember now. It was early this morning. It was dark. And then it started snowing lightly, and then when I started this stream, it was starting to snow. Ground still felt normal. Now it's starting to feel a little icy, a little slippery. So it's... when I looked on my avalanche map, it looked like a big storm, and I was kind of... I mean, normally that kind of storm would take, you know, more than 3 to 4 hours to pass over Denver. It looked huge. But it said that, and my avalanche... the app I use for weather for avalanche backcountry is I can use it in the city too, and it makes all other apps look pathetic because it does such a exact the best details I've ever seen in a weather app. I'm going out in the snow to start. You're going out now, dude? Wait a little bit. I'm telling you, Tony, it's not you that I'm worried about. It's one of those days, and you know this. We often have bad drivers, but it's one of those days everybody's playing bad driver. I don't get it. I mean, the Colorado people are like braking on the highway because there's snow. We don't do that here. I love that game. What, snow? Drive behind morons? Joe, actually, I know you deal with it too. I grew up, born and raised like Joe in Michigan. Oh, you've been out, okay. Well, wait, are we still doing coffee, motherfucker? Yeah, I was gonna say in Michigan, there's a lot of great drivers in Michigan, but there's a lot of bad ones. But I'll say this too: I've been everywhere in the country. I've been in a lot of places in the world. Not driven a lot of them, but been on the roads doing tours and working production. And I gotta say, like, Michigan's pretty bad sometimes. That black ice, it does it in South Dakota too. When you're going up to when you're going through the Black Hills, that black ice underneath the snow or under just that you can never see, that will take you out in a, I mean, that makes you not feel bad about the NASCAR drivers that get put into the wall. Because you could go off a cliff like a UFO spinning. God damn, man. Well, where are you at, Tony? Are you doing like something between, you don't have to be exact, but are you between like Parker and Airport or something? Hey, man. Love comedy, but make sure you notate that you don't really do that. We don't promote drinking and driving in here, especially in the Black Hills of South Dakota, where people die often on those roads. I mean, I love a good drink. I make my own beer. I've worked in the bars for over 25 years, so I'm all with the scene. But dude, come on, drinking and driving. I'm not even just jumping on some bandwagon. I actually am very intolerant to that. Why do you think there's Uber? Why do you think Tony's out there giving rides? That way you can get as drunk as you want. Well, don't puke in his car, but... Alright, man. You know, like I'm dealing with right now, you're on thin ice, bro. And I always like everybody. Ask anybody in this chat. I'm always very, very positive. I'm always cool, but man, for me, please don't do the drinking and driving talk. It's something I really have some strong feelings against, and I lost a family member to it, so I don't want a mod to have to kick you out, bro. Because I know you're just having fun like we all are, and that's where that weird line comes in. But yeah, I lost a family member too, drunk, and traffic isn't even moving, guys. This is... Some of you people must be feeling something I'm not, because I'm not feeling that, like even that little bit of play in the wheel. Normally, if the roads are really bad, I wouldn't even do that. Or if I did, I'd feel it, and I'd go, wait, this is bad. I don't feel it, I don't know. I know it's getting bad. I'm absolutely sure that after this, Curry's gonna send me another one. And as the roads are getting worse, and I've already done 3, so or this is my third. All right. Didn't mean, bro. I didn't mean to make you go. I mean, in fact, stay, dude. We love joking around, having fun, and just serious topic with me. And I try not to let things like that get to me. But I just. Chris, I saw something about. I know that I need to reach out to you one day because I need to ask you some questions about EMT that apply to my search and rescue stuff. I know that you might not be hearing this right now, but I think I have your email, and I'll send you an email. I forgot that you did that, and I've actually had this question on my mind for a little bit. I need to ask some people, and if you are doing it, you would know. I'm sure. What? Oh, is it rainy? Is it rainy here? No, it's snowing. This is snow. It's a little slippery because, when it snows and it's, under 20 degrees, while it's snowing, you're usually pretty good. When you get up around 29, 30 degrees and it's snowing, you get the heavy snow, and then you get just a light dusting, but you get some slipperiness. I'm not feeling it like the others are, but I'm seeing people slide a little bit. What's up, Digi? Mr. Digi Nomad, people. Yeah, I saw that it's not 70 up there, is it? Bro, I saw that you guys were, I'm from Michigan too, and I saw you guys were getting pummeled. Or it was supposed to. I thought you guys were supposed to get a bunch of snow today. I think you're kidding, because like yesterday here, it was 65 degrees and sunny. So, and I'm in Colorado, but I forget, the part of me that born and raised Michigan is now remembering, wait a minute, even on the best of days, 70's pretty tight, pretty hard in February, but I thought you guys were getting snow today. I'm guessing he meant -7. Oh shit, 60. Okay, so maybe that was yesterday. Did yesterday hit you with snow, and now it's sunny and warm today? Because I think that's what we're dealing with too. Is the snow's coming through again right now, and we always get it first and send it your way. Celsius there, Canadians. Hey man, say yacht to the UPA. A lot of us have respect for Canada and Michigan, Tony, but we don't use Celsius, dude. Please, man. We have police, not Mounties. We just share a border with them. There, I just got a little slip there. That was funny. The only person in the United States that I know who only uses Celsius is Roy. So if you guys have ever watched Roy only uses Celsius. For some reason, he thinks our system sucks, and he says everybody should use Celsius all the time. What's up, Roy? I'm kidding, guys. Roy hates Celsius too. He actually, I don't know if he still does it in his intros, but he used to always, which is, you know, it's currently whatever temperature in Las Vegas it would be, and he'd say, and that's because we don't use Celsius because we're not in Canada or something like that. I thought that was a great intro.
We are audio and video recording this ride.
Yeah, but dude, Ohio's like the poor man's Michigan. You gotta be a Buckeyes fan. I mean, what, you got Cleveland? Cool. I'm just kidding, man. I like Ohio. See, Tony's doing like full texting because he's got his self-driving car. I'm gonna start calling him Waymo Tony. Waymo Tony. Waymo T. Waymon. Man, I don't know where you were, Tony, when you were asking me about how bad the roads were, and they weren't for me, but I can see what you're saying now. It's pretty bad. As I'm coming down near you more, it's I'm from Colorado, go Bucks. Yeah, as I'm coming down south more towards your area, it's getting a lot worse. I don't know, maybe it's getting worse everywhere. But for those of you that want a quick little lesson on Colorado weather, like oddly, Tony and I both live in Denver. I live on the northern side. I live actually kind of downtown-ish. Yeah, I live downtown. And Tony lives south in Parker, and down there, oddly, when we get storms through, they just because of the way that the mountains contour the winds and push things, and the jet stream goes, they seem to, like, if we get accumulation of snow, Parker always seems to get a little more than we do. Down south does. And it's Tony and I live a half hour apart, so. And by miles, it's not even that. I mean, we live like probably 15, 16 miles apart, but it takes about a half hour for us to get together. Damn, this must be a move. Fuck over. Joe, the miles to kilometers, and it's like Celsius. It's the same as what is it? Leprechauns to unicorns. If you pull out that chart, you can see that it's a direct correlation with the amount of leprechauns to unicorns in a city for miles to kilometers. Got that in my visor. I gotta quit reading this, dude. I actually have slipped twice. And I got new tires. California. That guy's doing like 11 miles an hour on the highway. I mean, I'm doing 60. I thought I was gonna be doing less, but I'm doing 60. Dude, in Michigan, you can get anything you want. Fuck, bro. You can get Bell's beer. I guess you can get that here now too. You can get Fago from the plant. You can get Burners. You can get, and yes, you can get Detroit slices of pizza. And you can get Detroit Coney dogs. And for those of you going, no, you go to Chicago for them. You can. Chicago's are great too. However, just saying. Yeah, Tony, I'm watching the wind too. You're right, man. This is not. I mean, what time is it? 9:30? I mean, maybe I was wrong. I thought I saw 12 that the sun would start peeking out, and by 1 it would be sunny. And it didn't even say partial storms, it just said sunny, like it'll be gone. I guess I'm right here to deliver. I guess I'll look in a second and see what the weather map says now. When did not having addresses become cool? Because I think it sucks, dude. Yeah, they can all go. Bring it into this guy. Woo! Hey, what's up, Hulk Smash? How you doing? How you doing, George? Trying to get into this place and get this curry delivered here. What's he talking about? I can get in. I can't get in. Okay, this is where I need to go. Whoa. Okay, now it's getting nasty. Okay. How long has this been on? 59 minutes, so that's a perfect hour. Oh, you got George. You got off the wait list for VHO. Here, I'll pull over for a second and see if I get another curry. And if not, I'll probably end the stream. I've been trying to not let him go for crazy amounts of hours unless there's a reason. Let me see what you guys got going on though. While I see if another curry comes in. Leave it open over here. My indicator's on. Okay. So, going way back, there was a lot of conversation. Joe's talking about Billy the Mountain and Ethel, the tree on his shoulder. Yeah, you guys, there are two versions of that song, and they're quite different. I mean, to the point where one version I don't think is it really gives you the real feeling. I sent it to Joe because he had done that Billy character, and he loved it. But you gotta listen. So the song, okay. Even if you're not a Frank Zappa song, you will enjoy this, or a fan, you will enjoy this. But you gotta listen to Billy the Mountain. It's a song, but it's on an album. It's on a studio album, but it's also on a live album called Just Another Band from LA. So it's the song. It's the first song on the album. It's called Billy the Mountain, and the whole album is great too. By the way, I mean, amazing musicians, but it's called Just Another Band from LA, and that is it's quite a story to hear. Canada, Celsius. Looks like we covered all the important stuff. Yeah, I've had that happen too, Tony, where they're just like, dude, can you come in? Because I love it when the places let us drive in. Like, dude, just drive in. Because I'm always like, I mean, I would never, but I always think of them, and I'm like, dude, I don't think you guys realize, like, if I step out of my car, or if I'm some jerk that would do this kind of thing, if I step out of my car and you've waved me into the warehouse, you're under a hell of a lot of liability, that company, for having me drive in there. So if I step out, slip, break my neck, you're screwed. Well, you're screwed. I'm screwed too, but yeah, guys, I think we covered everything. Thank you for joining, guys. Even if one comes in, it would have to be a beyond banger, because the weather is getting worse. I've been out for hours now, so it's time for me to head back home and get some things ready. Got some more things going this week. Check out the interview with Stephanie Vigil from yesterday if you're interested, because if you're a gig worker, you should be interested. You should want to know what she said. Even though we live here in Colorado, we talked about the bigger picture stuff too. So it was only a little over an hour. It was a fast-paced conversation, so go check it out. And then tomorrow got Last Mile, and Thursday got the Round Table, and Para, the Gig App podcast on the Para channel. And then we got, what else do we got this week? 13 Minutes on Saturday, and I got some search and rescue coming up too. So you guys be safe out there. Earn smart. Join me for Last Mile tomorrow. If you guys have never watched The Last Mile, join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for The Last Mile, because I started it months ago. Or, yeah, I mean, like a while ago. So it's been going for a while. And we talk about off-brand apps. I don't talk about DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, Uber Eats, or Lyft. We don't talk about any of those on that show. Maybe occasionally for a comparison, or we might have like talked about Spark for 10 minutes, but usually we're talking about last mile couriers, catering options, other available apps. And it seems of all the times in life, right now is the time you'd want to watch that program, because I don't think I'm wrong in saying a lot of people are feeling, even the people who used to say it never affects my market. Everybody's feeling this pinch in the delivery space, and there's a lot more apps that you could be on. Doesn't have to be Curri. You don't have to be lifting tons of weight, but we talk about a lot of different things. So join us tomorrow, Rideshare Rodeo channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and we'll see you then. Have a great day, you guys. Be safe, earn smart, and be good to each other. Peace.